Hello everyone, today I'm going to tell you about installing the seismic analysis code with the name of SAC software under Windows 10, or you can do it in Windows 7 or Windows 11. It doesn't matter what distribution of Windows you're using, but you can completely and successfully install SAC inside Windows. And for that, you can download the source of SAC from Iris. You have to complete a form to do so, but they will send you an email with the software so you can download it. And you can download it. And inside it, there is a README with the name of SAC building, something like that. And inside that, there is some introduction about SAC and the way you can install SAC inside Windows, inside using Cygwin. You can see I am having Cygwin here. This is something like emulator of Linux inside Windows with the name of Cygwin. You can do most of the Linux works inside Cygwin, and you can install Cygwin inside Linux too, inside Mac, inside Windows. All the distributions are supported, but except for Android. But it is possible you can compile it on your own, but it has a lot of way for you to do so. It is somehow tricky. You must completely know of. You must be completely familiar with compiling using C++ or the GFortran. You must know the terms of Xterm or Xwin. You must be familiar with that. But all in all, that's a little hard to do. So I just compiled the SAC and I'm going to install that. I'm going to show you how you can configure precompiled SAC inside this Cygwin. It doesn't matter which version of Cygwin you're having installed, which kind of packages you have installed. It is completely functional under Cygwin. So first you've got to go through Cygwin website. You can see the cygwin.com with l/install.html. You can just search through Google with this, and website comes. You can see the Cygwin here, and if I click on it, this website is going to come, and just go for downloading. You can see here install Cygwin, update, or other things. You can download it, or you can search through it to download the x86. You can x85 or 32-bit systems. So or other distributions, that's depend on you. Just download it and install it. It doesn't have anything special to installing it. And after installing it, you can have Cygwin. I have pinned Cygwin down here. You can have Cygwin on your desktop. In the next part, you're going to download SAC, the precompiled one, into your system. So as always, we are going inside GitHub, the github.com, and I'm going to search my name because we are going to have our repository check. My name is Nima Dolatabadi, and by pressing enter, it shows as always nothing because I'm a user, not a repository. So you've got to change the left tab to users, and users will come up. You can see this is me here, not the second one. And the first one is me. You can see the earthquake seismology, lots of repositories, something I'm following, my works, other things, my information. You can see I'm having a repository, earthquake seismology, and it shows nothing much because I'm having branches here, lots of branches. You can see here view all branches. All the branches that I've made, you can see all of them here. I'm not going to work with that. Just change the branch from master to SAC with this version, I have made a caption for that for Windows. Just go inside that, and you have a green button here with the type of code. Just click on it and download zip. It will download a zip file of all these files you can see here, and after that you can just close the GitHub. That file will look like this. Just extract it here. It doesn't have any password to do so. And after extracting it, I'm going to delete the zip file, and let's get inside. There are some files here. Let me make them bigger for you so you can see better. Yes, that's okay. GitHub cheat sheet doesn't count here. The inf, it is the information about my GitHub. We do not have work with that. So we're having a list packages with the optional and the software. So I'm just going to cut this SAC software here and go to where your Cygwin is installed. I'm going to my Windows drive, Cygwin here. I'm having a home with my name, and I have a folder named SRC, which means my software center. And you can see I'm having SAC here. I'm going to delete all of them. That takes some time because it has a lot of single files with low volume. So you can see it caused some problems. I'm going to remove them using my Cygwin. You can see I'm going to SRC, sorry for that, cd-src, and rm-r SAC, and it will be done in a couple of seconds. We do not have to do any sort of work here, and you can it will be deleted in a couple of seconds. Yes, it is deleted. It has gone to the next line. I'm going to close that. You can see file is deleted. So I'm putting the new file here, and we're not having any special things here. Just going to copy these other files because sorry for that. Let's go to desktop, and I need this file too. I'm going to copy that here, and with file named optional. So let's get a good look at this one. It is some information about installing SAC. At first, you need to install apt-sig install. If you're familiar with any distribution of Linux like Ubuntu or CentOS or Red Hat or other ones, or even Mac, they have a package manager. For example, for Ubuntu, it is apt. You can install softwares, some global softwares which are supported by the canonicals. You can just type such as sudo apt install, GCC, GFortran, VLC, many softwares you can download that. But for Cygwin, we do not have any specific package manager, so we are using some codes from someone that wrote a useful code inside the GitHub. They just developed a package manager for Cygwin with the name of apt-sig. You can see it is developed under Ubuntu because it is still supporting the apt. So it isn't something special. We just need it for installing it. You can go inside the Cygwin. I'm referring you to the setup of Cygwin. Inside that, you are using a mirror to find the repositories and search all the packages. I'm going to introduce you to them, and you just need to do that one by one, searching one by one, and install all the dependencies, or just create a script and just download and install all the packages you need. So at first you need to install the links. It is a little tricky. You have to open the Cygwin setup and search for links, and When you have done that, just open links, just open Cygwin, sorry for that, open Cygwin and copy and paste this command without the double quotation, and everything will be fine. And then just type install apt-cg/bin, and everything will be done for you, and you have your package manager under siege. Next session, the next step, we need to install dependencies we need for SAC. So I'm going inside Cygwin, inside the home directory with my name tagged, inside the software center, and I have a list packages. You can see it is a lot of packages. I have prepared all of the packages that you need to install SAC inside Cygwin, all of them here with the version. It is just something for your information. It's not something necessary or optional for you to do. To install this version, it doesn't matter. You can install the newest version, but if you just install the package, it will install the updates automatically, and you do not need to specify any sort of version. It is just for your information that this software I have compiled it over these versions. So if you may encounter any problems, you can search through the versions and see if there is something missing in the versions, or you have installed an older versions, and you can just troubleshoot your problems and everything will be done. But before that, you can we need to edit this file a little bit. I'm going to change its extension from text to CSV. I don't care about changing. Now it became an Excel file. I'm going to open it, because at first I'm going to install all the dependencies. So when it opens with Excel, you can see it has two columns with the header, package, and version. At first, I'm going to delete version here. You can just delete it because you can have it again from my GitHub. And I'm just going to delete this cell and lift all the cells up. And yes, my file is ready. I'm going to save that, Control S. And I do not want to save it in other formats, and I'm just going to remove the CSV extension for fast and better working. If you're familiar with Linux, you always do that. You do not care about the extensions, and you can have extensions. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any affection on our work. I just change it to CSV, so it will be like you are familiar with that. And just going inside the Cygwin, I'm going to close and open the Cygwin again. I'm inside the SRC folder, so if I'm going to print ls, you can see I have a lot of folders and files here with SRC directories. So I'm going to change my directory from home. If I say pwd, it says I'm inside home, and just typing cd src, it will go inside the src. I can see the files. At first, for installing them, we have a command under bash, under Linux commands. It is cat, which shows what's inside the file. So I'm using cat to see what's inside the list packages. You can see it just lists all of them, and it will be it is not something special. I'm just going to install them with cat list packages, piping that into apt-cg. You do not need to use sudo, because sudo doesn't mean anything here. You are sudo inside Windows to the user. If you have installed on your own, or if your Windows is installed by other companies, so they may make some users, they may restrict you, so you just need to check over that. But you do not need to use sudo at all. You can create sudo user inside Cygwin, but I didn't need that. If you need that, just search through Google, and I know GitHub will be your answer. I'm just going to cat what's inside the list packages, and after that you can see I'm using piping. That piping means inputting the result of the last command into the next command. Previous command into next command. Pipe as like that, and I'm saying install, and it will put other inside that. You can see I'm having a problem with that because Cygwin is not completely familiar with that. I can change some parameters here. I'm going to edit that with Notepad, and just going to change enter. There is an enter between each line. I have entered, and it is the next line. I'm going to find and replace that with spaces. Replace all. You can see it was a one column file. Now it is a one row file and separated by spaces. You can see that. Now it will be completely functional with Cygwin, and no problem will happen at all. You can see, don't care about this back. This is a backup file that Notepad++ created for us. If I type cat list packages, you can see all of them are in a row separated by spaces, not in a one column file. Now if I just go back to the commands, and it's just saying it is just checking the packages one by one if I have them installed, and you can see it is saying it wants the following packages, and if you don't have it, it will install. If you have it, it says it is already installed. It is already installed, and I have all of the packages needed here installed. So I'm not having any other works here. Just going to extract SAC. You know, we had a zip file with the tar.gz file in SAC. So I'm going to extract that into tar-xvzf to the input file would be, sorry for that, tar-xf. Sorry for that, it is a capital. Any Linux emulators or any Linux terminals are sensitive to lowercase or the uppercase files, so I just need to use the uppercases xvfz, and just typing SAC, sorry for that, and existing now error, sorry for that, xvf xf, and it will extract what's inside the SAC in a directory here. You can see it is completely ready. Just some files you need to change them. You can see inside the binary we have some files. You can see we have sac.exe. I'm not completely sure that works. No, that doesn't work. I'm just going to close that. We do not have any work that. And we have a file named sacinit.sh. It is similar to Linux. I'm just going to edit that with Notepad++, and you can see it is installed inside user src and SAC version. I'm just going to put this directory inside the user, inside the src. So I'm going to close that. Maybe I need to delete this one, or maybe I just need to copy this one, cp-r SAC into /user in /src maybe, or I can just install it right here. Before that, we need to check out that if I have installed it under user and SRC, and I'm not having SAC here, so I think we do not need to install SAC inside user. We can install it inside SRC, I think. And in the next line, you need to go here. We are having the optional. It says that you have to put these files inside basher C. So we are doing the same thing, basher C. Or maybe I have set that before. You can see we have the basher C here, editing it with basher C. In the end of the basher C, you can see I have put all of them here. Maybe my SAC is installed inside the APT, so I'm just going to remove that APT. Yes, it is inside the APT, so I'm going inside /apt and remove everything else. And it will be done in a couple of seconds, and it is done. SAC is completely removed. I'm just going to copy what I had inside SRC, and here you can see I'm having copied cp-r SAC inside /apt, and it is copied. I'm going inside apt to continue the work here, and I'm just going to extract that -xf SAC, and it is going to be extracted here. Yes, it is extracted here. Everything has been completely defined inside the basher C, inside home. You can see if I'm going to inside basher C, yes, everything has been completely defined here. And I just need to source the basher C. This is to make the basher C read the new configuration. It is completely done with no error. If I type SAC, you can see I'm having SAC inside Windows. Just going to create a new waveform. FG, the function generator. I'm going to generate the boxcar function generator inside. Just that, not anything else. And I'm going to save that into a test file. .sac, and I'm going to see what's inside. You can see the headers inside the SAC, and maybe you need to plot that. So if I type P, it will not plot anything. Why? Because it needs to create X window. You can see the X window. Check display environment. What is an X window? You can see this is the Cygwin window. It has an X that you can close the window. This is an X window. All windows in the Linux is a X window. You can close it by pressing X here. So we need to first define a new system, define a new X window, and everything will be fine after that. How are we going to do that? I'm going to go outside the SAC, you can see here. And after that, here you can just type start xwin. It will start an xwin. Yes, it is processing something. You have something in your system tray here. Seismic X server. If you press here and click on this, it will create something like this X application menu on. And if you press on it, or if you right click or left click on it, in the first button you have system tools, and inside the system tools you have X term. By pressing enter, it will create a new, you can see a new terminal here. You can maximize it. And I'm just going to type SAC. You can see I'm having my last file created, test.sac. I'm going to read the boxcar I've created. And if I press LH, I'm having LH. And if I press P, you can see my SAC waveform is completely plotted. So you're having SAC completely configured under Windows. It doesn't matter which Windows you're having, but you're having SAC inside Windows. You do not need to install Linux system to install SAC. All in all, you can see it is completely compatible. If you maximize it, it will just change your needs. And I'm going to close everything I had here. Yes, this is because of the X window and it is completely closed. And you're having everything installed here. You do not need to. You're just going to open Cygwin if you need SAC and just go inside the SAC. Please just keep in mind that some Linux commands are not completely the same as inside Cygwin are not completely the same as Linux, any version of the Linux, and you just need to search through the internet about the new commands of some commands inside the Cygwin. You just need to search through that. All of them are not the same, but most of them are the same. So good luck with your project.